He's so loud, man. He's so loud.
It's a little loud.
If I had a nickel for every time Craig said that, I'd have 3 nickels at this point. Full 15.
That's a lot of nickels.
Not really. It's just he's the fucking he's just our guy right now, and we figured it out, and now we're on our way to making our millions.
The U.S. should just get rid of the penny.
Yeah, this is old news at this point, man.
I know, but like, the hell is with the $8.99? To
$9.
the pound or something, and people like wanted half because they thought that was more. It was something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I heard about that. I think I heard it. I think that was. I
That's
don't
so
know if that
funny.
was in the thing I watched, but in like that high school health thing or whatever
Yeah,
with
Super
Mikey
Size Me.
Savannah. Yeah, that documentary is insane. That guy just goes straight from being a buff. Well, he wasn't crazy buff. He sort of overstated it where he was like, this dude goes from an Olympian athlete to going to fat just to show you it wasn't that buff. But it's kind of interesting. Like, it's not only what I took from that is that I didn't give a fuck about what happened to him because I still eat food, but it's also about portion control. That's really what it is. And honestly, doing what I've done lately with just eating a lot better and not eating like absolute shit like I used to, it's not really about portions. It's just about eating, the amount of protein that you need for muscle growth and just eating what's good for your body. Because I don't know, eating healthy is kind of underrated. I'll be honest. You don't have to do any crazy like I mean, it depends on what you want actually on the end game. Like keto diets, right? That's like ketogenic diet where you just eat fats pretty much.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you don't have to do any crazy shit like that. It depends on what you want. Um I don't remember the exact specifics, but I saw a critical video where it was all animated and he was like, "This is the keto diet. You just eat straight butter and fat." And it
Yeah.
replaces glucose as your primary energy source. And I don't
I've
know. Apparently, it's a
I've
lot
been
better.
watching a lot of Critical lately.
No, dude, his content is so relevant. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's kept up forever. Him, and probably Video Game Donkey. They probably kept up the most, honestly, from like the veteran YouTubers. You don't see fucking Boogie 2988 anymore, because he
Yeah,
was
you don't have your
he
Filthy Frank
really old
anymore.
school. Dude,
iDubbbz is still there, but he doesn't
I
show
don't.
in his
I
videos
mean,
too often.
when he does though, he drops a sick documentary. He drops fucking Full Force, and he
Yeah,
drops one
yeah,
with Dax Flame Ice Cream Man.
yeah. H3H3 gave up on videos, pretty much.
Listen. I don't like the YouTube drama. It's so stupid. It's just dumb to get into because it's basically just B tier celebrity drama, right? But like the H3H3 is just something that perplexes me. People fucking hate him now, dude.
I know.
They they hate him so much. They turned on him so fast for his content, right? Because they were like, "Oh, well, we praised H3H3, which was Ethan and Gila. We praised it on the fact that they made like interesting content that was different from other people. It wasn't just like straight up reaction videos. It was like reaction videos with substance and style. And then they're like, oh, well, they just focus on the podcast and they just focus on. It's like they do what they fucking want, bro. Like you're not running the channel.
Yeah, I used to
And,
watch H3 all the time
oh, same. Yeah,
because Dylan introduced me to him.
I remember who introduced me,
The
but
first one I watched was the one they like watched videos on that tech guy who just like would
Tech
buy a
Rex
bunch of
was it
Tech
Tech
Rex,
Rex?
and he would fly the drone into the tub of Coca Cola
Yeah, yeah,
And they're
dude.
like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "How is it in there being in a tub of Coca-Cola?" He's like,
Wow, guys, this is absolutely
"It's
insane.
cold."
Yeah. Dude, Tech Racks is such dog shit. So many people have made fun of Tech Racks. iDubbbz made fun of Tech Racks. He did such a good impression too. He would like take the iPhones and he'd just be like, "What's up, guys? Tech Racks here," and he would just smash them. And I used to
Oh
watch
man,
Tech Racks legit because you know, I hate to flex here. I got my first smartphone, which was my first phone in general, third grade. I got an
what?
iPhone. Yeah, I got an iPhone 3GS in third grade.
Oh
And
my
it was
god.
the hottest shit of all time. It was the hottest thing. I showed everyone. I was like, dude, look at this fucking iPhone. But besides my bragging, like I was from a young age for some reason I was so obsessed with measuring up iPhones. Like I wanted to know how fucking durable it was. That type of content was marketed for me. So I just binge watched Tech Racks all the time. And I watched him smash all these iPhone 4s and shit. And people will be like, "You're so cruel. How could you do that? How could you smash all these phones for people?" And I'm like, "Well, the glass on this one's a little stronger than mine, so I can't be dropping this thing." I would measure up my shit. It's weird.
I got a phone pretty late. I can't remember when, but I think it was close to middle school.
I think you remember you had well, a lot of my friends did back in middle school. They had like the sliding keyboard phones. Those were the shit.
Sliding keyboard.
Yeah,
Yep, I
yeah,
still have it in my closet.
that's
I
crazy,
could type fast as hell on that thing. I was a gamer, dude.
dude.
I could type so fast.
I was like a boomer with those things because
Oh
I was
man,
like, "There's no way I can type this fast on these tiny keys." They're too small for
I
my
was
big
so
thumb.
good.
Yeah, bro. You think it still works?
Uh, if I plug it in, I guess maybe.
Maybe I'm thinking of the
Oh,
wrong
they
show.
took the battery out or
Is
something.
it Breaking Bad where like they use flip phones and they take out the battery so they don't track them?
They do that
Like
in
when
every like action thing.
No, but
Yeah,
I think I remember in Breaking Bad specifically, Walter's in like the Mojave or whatever, and he's like not trying to get tracked by Hank, so he just throws the battery
yeah.
out. He's
In
like,
Ozymandias, yeah, he takes it out.
yeah, dude, awesome, man. Yes, fuck.
Um,
That show is so well crafted.
yeah, it
It
is.
really is. I could go on and on about Breaking Bad for a really long time, but it's so masterful, man. The way they did it,
Yeah,
honestly. Vince Gilligan, what a fucking genius.
yeah. I can still type fast as hell on my iPhone. Like I can. Can you look away from the screen and type out a coherent sentence?
I'm pretty fluent, yeah. But even when I look at the screen, I probably do worse than I am looking away because I just overthink every single key. So my
Yeah.
Google search results are just it looks like absolute gibberish, bro. Typing
I yeah.
horizontal though, that's really hard. I hate typing horizontal because it stretches it out so much. It's like a widescreen, you know. You don't get the full picture, and it's
Let me see. I can't
hard to kind
really.
of like thumbs. Try it. It's like really hard because with vertical, you're used to having your thumbs all like in one place,
Yeah.
sort of congested. Then you got to stretch them out. It's like a
Yeah. I
rubber
typed
band,
out
man.
my Jame is and two.
Horizontal mode.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
I mean, hey, there you
Just
go.
missed two letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as good. Okay. I was gonna say before when we were talking about food. I
Wait, we
saw
were talking about
something.
food.
Yeah, like staying healthy.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Please go on.
I felt like it was probably a month ago or something. Like somebody tried to eat like Rudy Giuliani for a week. I
Tried
think it
to.
was
Oh,
Rudy.
yeah, Rudy Giuliani. He was the mayor of New York, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that or Mitch McConnell, but
Donald
I
Trump,
think it was Rudy
man.
Giuliani.
Yeah.
And it was just like fast food every single day, and I mean that's all that Trump eats too.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
eats
he loves
burgers.
McDonald's. Dude, he loves McDonald's. That's like a known fact that Donald Trump loves McDonald's burgers, dude. And
It's
honestly,
crazy.
there's way better than that.
Yeah, still not bad.
You know what I think about when I eat a lot though? I think about competitive eaters, and I specifically think about this one dude. Um, and I think he's like the most like well-known competitive eater probably. He's like Matt Stoney or whatever. How the fuck does that guy stay fit? I don't know how
I
they do
don't
it.
know. I have no idea.
They'll eat so much food so fast. And
Probably
they either got to have
frugal.
really, really good metabolism, like really good genes, and keep that shit up. Because report of the week, man, like he stays skinny, skinny, and he eats fast food every week. The
Yeah,
latest
but
I
like once every week.
is it
Like you
once?
don't know what he's eating besides that.
True, he probably eats like grass.
He's definitely a cow. Oh my god.
Food reviews are
Oh,
so weird, man. Just food content on YouTube is so weird in general, especially the mukbang shit.
mukbang. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
mukbang,
watch that.
whatever it is. People really, excuse me, I just got a hungry thing about mukbang. Dude, people really like watching that. It's for a number of reasons. I watched a couple of videos on it, not of it, but like on it, of like the topic. And they're like the main draw to people watching these mukbang videos is like is because it's very satisfying for some reason. Like it sort of does like an ASMR sort of tingle sensation for them. Or they're just like they just want to fucking eat. And like people derive pleasure from other people eating, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah. I
think
get
I
that.
think originally it's from Korea, South Korea. And I think the reason why it came about was like because of everyone being isolated, I think. Don't quote me on that. But it was sort of made by this one dude and he would eat alone and he would just stream himself eating so he had other people to eat with. And I think that's how it sort of got popularized. So maybe it sort of fills that like lonely gap that people have where you can't eat with people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Like
eating with
I
people
can't
like
if
nice.
I'm eating a food by if I'm eating like a meal by myself, I have to watch something.
Yeah, you just feel you gotta have some sort of stimulation when you're eating by yourself. You gotta either be with people, you gotta be doing something while you're eating, you know? Like I just can't straight up sit down, eat a sandwich, and then do nothing or like with it, you know?
Yeah. I don't watch too much food stuff. I
Oh, I
watch
don't.
I watched
Yeah.
Master Chef with Caroline, which is pretty good.
Yeah. I love Gordon,
Because
man.
Gordon, and yeah, Kitchen Nightmares, obviously. Um, I love First We Feast though on YouTube. That
I only
channel's so good. You
listen, it's
probably
like
only watch hot ones.
I do. I think that's what most people watch. Honestly, I only watch the hot ones that I give a shit about.
Yeah, true.
I don't
That's
care
me
about
too.
most of the celebrities on there. They're like, "Oh, dude, you see Daniel Radcliffe fucking body those wings?" I'm like, I don't really care about Daniel Radcliffe, dude. I'm not gonna watch that. You know,
Yeah, I
I
only
watch.
really watch that on certain occasions.
Yeah, it gets me super hungry, and I think that show sort of kind of gave me the affinity for spicy food that I have. Because getting the hottest sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings, that takes a special
We
type of stupid.
we gotta get Buffalo Wild Wings again soon.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly pretty top tier. I'm not gonna lie.
There was another wings place that is like on the same road
I know
that
that
like
Pizza Hut does like the joint thing sometimes. They do like Wing Street or
I
whatever. Is
can't
that what it's called?
I don't remember. Um
Hurricane Wings. That's another one.
oh no, like I was like looking at um like restaurant reviews with friends like a little while ago. And it was
Hmm.
really funny. Wingstop.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, I
Yeah.
know. Did I go there? I think I might have been there before.
I don't know. I was
Uh,
like, I never heard of that. And
yeah, I
it's
haven't
just
either.
on that road.
I really used to hate wings, dude. My dad and my sister, they were super into wings, like buffalo wings, everything like that. And I was like, no, like the slightest touch of mild sensation on my tongue, I fucking lost it. I went crazy. But now I just down that shit. I love spicy stuff, and especially processed chicken wings. Those are the best.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Um, but on First We Feast, I usually watch the Burger Show.
Yeah,
Um,
I never saw that.
have
Is it
you
like
never
good?
watched that?
No, I
You
just
could
watched the
just
chicken one.
binge it right now. It's very fun to watch, I think. It gets me hungry for sure, but I like all the guests they have on there, and I mean it's just a good time. I like the host. One of their most recent episodes was like eating one of the world's hottest burgers with uh Ethan and Gila from H3.
Oh,
That
there you
was
go.
really good.
Yeah, they were on Hot Ones normal too.
Yeah, yeah.
Chicken. I don't know, man.
They
I'm
were
just
like,
more white meat type of dude, but I'll probably check it out, even because I love Sean Evans and I love him. He's so good at his job. Like
well, he's
actually,
not on there.
Oh, he's not?
He's not the host of that. Yeah,
Oh, damn. Well, that sort of
they
ruins
have
it for
different
me.
hosts for different shows. This guy's like he has his own restaurant and stuff.
Think I heard of that. Is he of a darker skin complexion?
Yeah, and he's like a big dude.
Yeah, no, I know him. I've seen him before. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, they usually have this guy on called the Burger Scholar. His name is George Moats, and he's just awesome. He's got um like a whole setup in his house, like all kinds of fryers and like spatulas and stuff. It looks amazing. Like if that was one of my parents, dude. I mean, not
Oh,
that I have any problem with my parents,
oh, of course.
obviously, but like
My parents can't cook. It's like it's fine.
if I had like a 5-star chef as my like if I had John Favreau chef as my
Oh, come on, stop. Dude.
it would be a wrap.
Nah, honestly, there's something really hot to people that can cook, dude. Like really? No, I'm serious. Like
Like
really?
attractive or
Yes.
okay.
And also it's just like it's really admirable, I think. Like if you can make good food, you've made it. Like food is something that really brings people together. I don't know what movie they said that in. Was it Chef they said that in?
Good food brings people together.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's like the moral of the story. I think it's an animated movie, but like with
Well,
food bringing people
there's
together,
that,
bro.
and then there's anyone can cook. That's Ratatouille.
That's Ratatouille. That's with Linguini. You're such a badass if you can cook, honestly. So I try and do it and I fail miserably most of the
Yeah,
time.
I think it's that, and like if you could play an instrument, like you're the coolest person alive.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know anyone that plays instruments though, except for me.
Ah, wow, Craig, I'm gonna need to ask you to leave.
Dude, he's not leaving.
You're
He's
done.
recording the whole thing.
Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Chef made me so hungry. God.
Honestly, I watched it for the same reason that I think most Zoomers did. It was because of the have you seen Chef meme? It was hilarious for a while.
Yeah,
It was
I
hilarious.
didn't watch it because of that, but yeah.
I did, and I fucking loved it. And then I went back like a few years later, like after that whole sort of that craze with that crazy fucking trio of YouTubers. I'll get back to that in a second. But after I watched it again, I was like, dude, I really love this movie. And after every chef viewing I would have, I would always try and make the cubanos. Always try. Like I'd be like, Mom, you need to get this, you need to get this, you need to get this. And
Yeah,
they'd be kind of fucking fire, I'm not gonna lie. They'd be pretty
yeah.
good.
I gotta go to New Orleans. Like
No, no
my
one's
mom last year uh was like, if you get all your college applications in and stuff, we can go to like Disney World or New Orleans.
which one you picking?
And
Which one you picking?
dude, I mean New Orleans would be so sick, but I have so much like nostalgia for Disney World.
Nah, nah. New Orleans isn't a place fueled on corporate greed and capitalism, dude. You're not paying money to experience some of the best food in the world,
Okay, well I already
in the
chose. I went
world.
to Disney World last year, okay?
You're so based. You're so
dude,
based, dude.
dude, the, you know
That's once in a lifetime. You should have went to New Orleans, dude. That's
no,
what they
we're
say.
gonna
They say
go.
New
We're gonna go
Orleans
eventually. We're gonna go.
eventually.
Okay. It's just that like I hadn't been there in like 10 years, and it's different going as someone like as a person with a mind you can like remember with. Like I can't remember anything as a child.
Infantile
So
amnesia. Yeah.
it was so much fun. I love Disney World. It's a great place.
It listen, I'm so based and I really have to stop doing this. Like I'm so based to the point where I'll just hate on Disney for no
You
reason.
motherfucker.
I'll just completely marginalize it alongside other things and just be like, this is mainstream, so therefore it sucks. But Disney doesn't suck. I like a lot of Disney properties, man. I like a lot of Disney movies. I like what they have to offer. And Disney World, it's kind of sick. I think I went when I was like 14. It was like it was summer before I went to California, I think. And humble flex. And then
Fuck off. I
I
want you.
think going back would be so cool. Going back to California and Disney World, by the way, because Disney World
Yeah,
and
I want to go with like people other than family too.
yeah, no, dude, we got to do a trip like that.
Oh my god.
Got to get your friends on the trip.
Yeah, post COVID, we just need to do something.
Worse. Well, I don't know when post COVID's gonna be. Nobody does. I
No.
saw on the fucking TV though. First vaccines were administered in New Jersey. Funnily enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Um,
I don't really like delving into it because it's so overdone. So I'm just not
yeah.
gonna delve into
Well,
it.
just quickly, like they have the first vaccine out, and
Yeah,
it's enough for 50 million people in the U.S.
sure.
But there is another vaccine coming out soon, and it's
Like
being
first,
approved
yeah.
so by another company. So we're gonna get a bunch more, and that's really cool.
We just got to see how it goes, man. Because like you got to have a sort of skepticism with these type of things. At least I do, because you don't know if the vaccine is going to be totally safe, right? Like I'm not anti-vax in the slightest. I believe in science. You know,
You know,
this is
yeah,
getting
I
so
get it.
this is getting so fucking political. But I just want to make sure the vaccine is like totally safe proof because we fucking rushed this shit really fast. We needed to, but we really went a little fast, dude. I'm gonna be real. You need some consensus on these type of things.
I mean, they've been doing a lot of testing, so I'm optimistic.
We'll see how it goes, man.
This one's optimistic. Okay, no Radiohead singing on here. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, that's copyright. Listen,
Oh, I forgot the copyright thing. God.
so what I was saying before when I was talking about El Jefe with John Favreau and that
El
fuck
Jefe.
kid, what's that kid's name?
Uh, bitch. Boy. I'll
Dude,
look it up.
yeah, look
You
it
mean
up
the
while I
actor or the
yeah, what's
just
his
the
nah,
character?
the actor. Because we saw we saw two movies of him back to back.
Yeah. This
Um,
was so weird.
it
Oh my
was weird,
god.
right? It was weird, but I kind of liked it because it wasn't taking itself seriously at all, and
Yeah.
it was just so stupid.
But I thought it could be more meta. I feel like it wasn't taking itself seriously, but I think it could do it more.
No,
Like,
yeah,
have you seen The Cabin in the Woods?
uh, I I've seen it briefly. I seen
Because
like the
if it
beginning.
did something, if it did it to that extent, I think it would be really good.
That movie's not like straight up horror though. Like that's like a
No, it's
legit
more of
sort
a
of
meta
comedy.
thing.
Oh man, I like both, but I want
Yeah, I
scary movies
know.
too.
Yeah, but it wasn't that scary. So it was like in the middle.
See, because I watched it for a little bit and I think I completely knocked. But I watched the beginning and it was like those sort of campy teen horror movies. And then I was like, oh, this is what this is. Is this like what set the foundation? But it's just doing that to be like based, right? It's just saying this is a teen horror movie. Is that what it's doing?
Uh, the Cabin in the
Yeah.
Woods?
Yeah. Like it's got the whole teen cast and everything like Friday the 13th type shit.
Yeah, so it has that. But like behind that is like there's like this uh like government facility below the cabin that's just like controlling all the monsters and stuff, and it just lets out the monsters to kill the people, kill the teens, to like humor some like like some presence that's in like the middle of the earth or something.
Oh,
But it just doesn't take itself seriously because it's like, all right, who are you voting for this time? Like who's gonna die first and stuff,
yeah.
like that kind of stuff. I thought it was really good, but
I think those movies are okay though. Like I don't have anything against those. A lot of people get pissed off though. Like movies like Scream, I think the whole Scream trilogy is just kind of parody, you know?
I've never seen a Scream movie, so
My friends were really into it. I didn't really like it too much, but you know, I saw what it was trying to do. I think it's
yeah.
fun to have movies like that, like Spaceballs.
I haven't seen scary movies either. Like the scary movie franchise. I haven't seen any of them.
I've seen a couple. They're good at what they're trying to do, you know.
Okay, this kid's name is MJ Anthony.
I would not have guessed that.
His MJ is spelled EMJAY.
Oh, you know he's based then. You know,
And his last name is Anthony.
yeah. That's not a last name.
He was born in 2003. God.
Really?
What a little
He
baby.
was 12 in Krampus, dude. He was 11 in Chef. My gosh.
Oh my
Child
god.
actors, dude.
11. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great
Think
either.
think think about what it would be like to be like pretend you're Macaulay Culkin before the crack. He's actually a pretty normal guy. But pretend you're Macaulay Culkin before all the drama and shit hit him. Like you just grow up that influential and popular and famous. Like you see that you see Kevin everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Child actors. It's crazy. Imagine what that
Yeah.
would do to your
It's like
developmental cycle.
Dance Mom
Dude.
and
Everyone.
force their kids to do it. And just
Yeah.
beauty pageants in general.
Jeez. That's why you get JoJo Siwa, man. Pat
Just
Pageants are fucked up. Pageants are really fucked up. Aren't they like taking those off the air now? Because on TLC they would just market that shit straight up. It would be like Cuties Netflix, and they would just straight up like have those playing all day.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I know there's been bans on them, and I don't think they're on TLC anymore.
Hmm. Well, I can't say I've watched one before, so
I watched them as a kid with like my sister and stuff. I don't know why.
anyway. So you were gonna talk about Filthy
Yes,
Frank, Max
yes.
Mofo,
It was going to go
iDubbbz.
into a deeper thesis. Okay. So
Okay.
that time period from like whenever they started, I think it was like 2013 was like Filthy Frank era, all the way to like 16 before I think Google bought out YouTube in 2016, and all this like the adpocalypse stuff happened, mass like demonetization, whatever, like on the family friendly content side of things. Um, that era is insane, dude. Like that era of just what they made on YouTube is absolutely crazy to me nowadays. It's crazy to everyone. Like we took that for such granted. They made the vomit cake. They made the pubic hair cake, I think.
Dude, stop for a
That's
sec.
no, that's
I
such crazy.
always go back to that video.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's
It's a
amazing.
It's an event every time I go back to that.
It really is. Yeah. It's just I don't know, man. We'll never have that again. We're never gonna have that type of content again.
No, we're not.
It's crazy. And they're all such talented dudes too.
Yeah.
I watched iDubbbz like probably the most in like freshman year.
Yeah, I definitely watch iDubbbz the most. I've never really watched Max Mofo, and I watched some Filthy Frank, but I wasn't really into Filthy Frank like during his prime. Like I only
I
did it
wasn't either. I watched him
like
a lot and I thought it was hilarious
when he
though.
was starting to go to Joji,
Yeah.
which I can't believe how successful he is with that. It's
It's
really cool.
no, it's crazy. That turned a lot of people away though, obviously, because the whole sellout culture is just it's such an easy target for people. They can call out Joji so easy. It's like you left filthy Frank fans in the dust for what you actually really wanted to do, which I completely understand on his part. Because you
Yeah,
don't really want filthy Frank fans, dude. You want like normal people to support your work and what you actually
yeah,
want to do. Yeah. No, that's fucking crazy for him, man. I don't
yeah. I
think there
would never expected that.
I don't think there's gonna be another. Well, has there really been any like crazy YouTube music star transitions like that? Except for like Jake Paul, even though that was like a one time thing.
Sure, I was just gonna say Jake Paul. Um.
Like YouTube's into the mainstream.
Oh yeah, I got one. That Will Smith guy.
I never heard of him.
He was on he's on YouTube and he's like kind of big, but then he like started making movies.
Didn't he do vlogs for a little bit?
Yeah,
I think he sort of copied Casey
he
on
was
that.
like,
I don't think.
as
So it
did
doesn't even.
in like Brie Larson,
Oh, shut up. Is
Jack Black.
was
Okay,
they were
I
all
actually
on YouTube
watched Jack
Rewind?
Black.
You watched
What?
Jablinski games?
Dude, of course I watched Jablinski games. Jack Black is so funny.
No, Jack Black's great. For real.
Uh,
You
um,
completely derailed my train of thought though.
I gotta think of an actual example. Um,
Jake Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload this podcast to my Jake Paul YouTube channel. Actually,
You're not Jake Paul, dude. Oh,
YouTubers turn musicians. I'll look this up. Let me see. Um, shit. Justin Bieber was originally a YouTube guy.
his mom posted like home videos of him like bashing on some drums or something, and then uploaded it, and then that's how he got like noticed.
Oh, okay. Uh, Bo Burnham. He used to do comedy on YouTube.
That's pretty believable.
That's a good example.
Listen, I like his style. Um, like his whatever. Like he does musical comedy and stuff. Um, it's pretty ambitious, and people like it, but I don't get it. I have a
That's
lot of
fine.
appreciation for it, but I just don't get it. My
I
stand-up
think
comedy
it's hilarious.
in particular, because I used to be in a big phase where I watched it all the time. And I was like, you know what? I could do this. I definitely couldn't do that. Half of what they do, man.
No, no, no.
It's
I
crazy hard.
cannot.
You gotta be so witty for that.
Yeah, you're like not witty at all.
I know.
So
I'm not. You can clearly tell by what we've been saying. I am not witty in the slightest.
yeah, this he didn't really have a he didn't really like start on YouTube. Um, but like Post Malone,
Yeah.
like he made videos with H3,
Yeah, he did. No,
just
no,
like
no. He did
sitting
the,
around.
yeah, he did
That was
the
so awesome.
SoFlo Antonio song. It was like
So
SoFlo
flow
like
like
Antonio.
Antonio.
Yeah. They used to just hang out, man. That was
That
before
was
that
so
was like
cool.
Stony era of Post Malone. That's when they just fucked around like that.
That was right. That was before Stony. That was before he even dropped an album.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Shit.
like that was White Iverson. Like he just
White
had the single out.
Dude, songs like White Iverson, there's so many songs that were so in our heads and so just everywhere for a while, and now you never hear them. I haven't heard White Iverson since like 2016.
Is that a problem?
Absolutely not. But
Oh
like, you
man.
know what I mean? Just songs like that, they'll just disappear.
Yeah. Well, I would rather have something like White Iverson, I guess, than Hollywood Bleeding. I really did not like it at all.
Well, those songs are everywhere, and I bet you in like 2 years, Wow or whatever it is, that's like a big song his, right? That's gonna be nowhere. You're not gonna hear it anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't even like WoW that much. So I do like Circles though. I've said that before and I'll say it again.
Oh yeah, because that's Cranberry Juice Funny Man type of song, right?
What?
Fleetwood Mac. It's like Fleetwood Mac inspired. That whole song.
Oh, is I guess that makes sense.
He said it. He was like, yeah, I think Stevie Nicks inspired me to make this one. Even though Stevie Nicks does
Yeah,
not play.
he's still a cool dude though. Like,
No, definitely.
did you see him do that set of Nirvana songs?
Yeah, no, all apologies. He did that a few times. And it was pretty good.
Yeah, but
He's
in
got
like
a
quarantine, he did a live stream of a bunch of songs.
yeah.
That was cool.
Nah, he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, like Billie Eilish.
Unlike Billie Eilish, what do you got
No, I
against
said
Billie?
like Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, she's fine. I mean, Phineas is an incredible producer.
Phineas is more based.
Really good producer. Like, that's why her stuff is so popular, dude.
I saw an ad for the company Neon. They did Parasite. It's just
Yes.
a
Yep.
production company. It's like A24.
Yeah.
They just dropped a trailer for like a Billie Eilish documentary. I don't know how
How are you gonna
you
make a
could do
documentary?
that this early
18.
into her
She's
career.
18 years old. They're gonna cover the first like 4 years of her life, or not first
Yeah,
4 years, like first 4 years of her as an industry plant, and that's her fame. That's her rise, dude.
yeah. I don't know why you would do it this early.
I'll admit though, like I think it's kind of cool to see someone like her in the in just such a like popular way because she's like pretty much the Lady Gaga, like Rihanna, whatever of this generation. Like the next really big pop star, and she's doing something totally different. You know, granted, it's
Yeah.
moody vocals on most of the songs, but she's got legit talent. You know, and she's got some
Yeah.
bang. I'll be real. She's
I
got
don't
some
know
good.
if I'll ever be really a fan of her unless she surprises me with her next album.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but
I
I
did
like.
like that one song that she dropped this year. What was
Billie
it?
Eilish just dropped a single this year. You don't remember that? You remember when it was like,
Oh yeah, Billie Eilish
yeah.
just wrote a song in quarantine, guys.
Meanwhile, Charlie XCX produces one of the greatest hyperpop albums of all time in quarantine. It's just journalism, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's just base journalism.
My Future. That was a good song.
That was a good song. And she made another one recently too. It's Therefore I Am. That song's pretty good too.
Uh, yeah, I wasn't big. I wasn't big on that one though.
I thought it was good. Not bad.
You're not terrible.
Jeez.
She definitely has the exaggerated swagger
No,
of a
don't bring it, dude. I hate that meme. I really do. I thought it was funny for like the first couple weeks it was out, and then I just completely I lost all interest.
because
I'm just
you're always
no, I'm
trying to
just
be
losing
best.
interest in memes nowadays. There's no
What?
memes anymore. Yeah. I'll like original content that people make with just no substance. I mean not substance. I mean just no basis on like a particular template or something. Like if you show me a video of a chimp eating like quinoa, bro, I'll love it. It'll be so funny. But if you send me like a black teen exaggerated swagger thing, like a modified version, I'm gonna think it's not funny at all. You know?
That's
Biggest
sad.
best like meme that follows a template now is the I don't even know what you would call it. It's like the Doomer characters. I love those. It's like Rage Comics, but for the modern era.
I guess so.
It's true.
I'll like any Breaking Bad meme though.
Oh, of course, because they're so relatable.
And just like the funny fucking like Family Guy out of context, I guess. Like with Brian in GTA shooting Peter with an RPG. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a good evolution for
And
me.
that video of him in like some shooter and he like does a 360 off a building and snipes someone.
uh,
Oh my god, that's so
you know what's funny
funny.
though? I used to be an avid redditor.
Yeah. Oh, your
Even saying that's
karma.
just a meme. I could pay for my mortgage in Reddit Karma, but for real, like I used to be on that Reddit wave, and most people on Reddit, most of the memes that you find, they're like, Reddit made this first, and Instagram is worse, so therefore our memes are funnier. I was like, this is so true. And then now that I look at it, I was like, that's complete fucking bullshit. Instagram has way better memes than Reddit.
Yeah.
It's true. It's weird, man. Reddit's so weird. It's got such an entitlement to it. It's got a lot of like really fucking stupid people. It's such a hive mind. But on the other side, there's some pretty reasonable people who will help you out, you know? Like on your cooking Mexican subreddit, you know? Like you'll get some pretty good answers. You gotta know how to cook a sick burrito or something, you know?
Sure.
No, I could go deep on social media, but I don't think I will. It's too late for that. I like to stimulate the people, but you wanna hear me ramble on that?
I don't know. You make fun of me for liking Twitter.
I'll just make fun of you because you have a social media and phone addiction. Am I
Okay.
wrong? Because I think I think it's valid.
At least I'm not alone in that. But
Listen,
yeah.
listen. A little bit of an intervention here. I don't mean to poke a soft spot, but you can call me out. I'm poking a soft spot. Do you feel like you generally want to stop,
I want to stop.
like going on your phone as much as you do, or being as plugged in as you are? Like, have
Honestly,
you that?
no.
No,
Not really.
really.
No.
So you're a blue pill.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kind of interested though.
You're
Why?
not pulling fucking Matrix shit on me.
I'm just saying the Poe reference. Listen, I'm kind of curious because a lot of people that I've talked to, they haven't really said this answer. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why you're so inclined to be plugged in?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just I'm not very comfortable with change, so I feel like I am fine where I
Okay,
am.
that's fair enough, man. It's fair enough. I know a lot of people don't like to change. It's okay. For
And
me,
it's just nice to know when things are going on and what's happening, and I
yeah,
don't know.
but I get that. I get being up to date, and I'll support you with whatever you want to do. But there's a lot more negative news than positive news, and even you, I know, can admit that, right? Like
Sure, but that's not what I'm
knowing what's going
usually
on in
looking
the
at.
no knowing what's going on in the world though, with all the negative news headlines that are everywhere, and all of the just the way that that it's promoted and pushed has a negative effect on you. It
Yeah,
doesn't make you
good.
feel good.
Yeah, but like most of the stuff that I follow is either music or memes.
Well, that's totally fine, you know.
Like I'm usually, if I'm on Twitter, I'm just on hip hop Twitter, just like
Uh,
seeing people like debate things and get
yeah,
ratioed. It's so funny.
I guess.
Like if you say Drake can out rap anyone, you're getting ratioed.
Well, of course, like Drake can out rap anyone. There's gonna be way more likes than dislikes on that, right?
Yeah, well, like go right foot up, left foot slide. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why don't you right foot up, left foot slide on over to the item shop? Get
don't
yourself
don't do that.
the
Don't
boogie
do
down
that.
dance.
I will right foot slide. No, right foot up, left foot slide. Excuse me, way off the podcast.
You should.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Okay.
It's really, it's terrible.
Okay. Well, go on. What were you saying?
Well, oh yeah, I was saying before. I feel like I'm sounding so preachy when I talk about this stuff, and I feel like I'm an asshole. So if I'm being an asshole, please stop me. So I watched a documentary on Netflix, Social
Yeah,
Dilemma.
we've talked about this.
I know, but I haven't said it to the millions of people watching.
Okay.
Um, dude, it it gave me such a new perspective because it goes into a lot of people that have actually worked on this software and understood the software and users of it because the people that make it are users of it too, and it's designed to be as engaging as possible. Like that's the MO, you know? How long can we keep you infinitely scrolling on Instagram? How long can we do this? How long can we do that? And it's clear that these developers, these people, they understand that it has a lot of negative consequences. Um, and there's the numbers, there's the receipts to prove it that it's increased a lot of political polarization. It's increased fucking I don't know, um, just new movements like new wave feminism. Right? It's just not healthy. It creates a hostile environment and like anxiety, whatever. And there's legit proof to it, and there's a lot of factors that say it. And I've like these social media developers, for example, the two dudes that made Instagram before Facebook claimed it or whatever, um, they didn't let their kids have Instagram. Like the people that straight up made it, they said, "Nah, you can't have Instagram to their kids." So that's a little suspect. And for myself, just like I would use it a lot like you, and I would be scrolling on Reddit infinitely, I would be on YouTube infinitely, I would just keep going down. And I sort of just I sort of just stopped getting dopamine from it because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give you the dopamine hit. Um and I sort of like the well sort of ran dry for me, and I just sort of became numb to doing it. And that's kind of what the feeling is like. If you're on your phone, you're just sort of numb. You're just scrolling. You're not really feeling anything, you know? It's like, oh, that's a meme. I should be laughing, but like, I'm probably not gonna laugh. Um, So a lot of it gave me that, and I'm just doing a really terrible job of explaining it. But for me, the benefits of social media and being so interconnected do not outweigh the negatives in any way. And after I watched that documentary, it's sort of the ending of it sort of has a very nihilistic approach where it says like if we don't fix this, if we don't fix the way things are with how people act on these and how it's completely altering society, this is a brand new step in society as a whole. This didn't exist for a very long time. Um, there's going to be like irreplaceable, irreparable consequences to it. Um, if the political polarization keeps increasing, it's gonna fuck up. Something's gonna happen. So after I watched it, I sort of just had this impression. I was like, I gotta stop looking at my phone. I really do. And when I would look at it, and like when I would sort of go into social media, like I'd go on YouTube, um, I would sort of dig into it more. I'd sort of dig into social media more as a whole and like understand the effects of it, how it's increased anxiety almost tenfold. Um, it's just a very deep topic, and it's a lot to get into. But just phones for me, man, it's a little devil. And I think once you're aware that you're addicted to it, which I definitely am and still am, um, it really changes things. And sort of makes you a little just makes you feel a lot shittier when you succumb and go on it. Um, it's just something I'm trying to break, dude. It's like really hard. it's it's really hard and it's super real. It's really real. This phone addiction just being plugged in constantly. It's so true.
Hmm, I see.
Yeah. Cause, I learned this on a TikTok by a fellow you might know. He said it's talking about phantom vibration syndrome, right? It's like that it's like that psychological impulse where you're like, "Oh, I felt my phone buzz, I swear." Big reason why we're addicted to phones and why we have just so much interconnectedness with it. It's the anticipation, man. It's the anticipation of like, what's the new notification going to be? Who's texting me? Who is this? Right? That anticipation can drive you fucking crazy, especially if you sort of been in contact for someone or with someone for a while and they don't text you back, or you see your friends out, or on the Snap map you see them all together and you're not there. It messes you up. It can really mess you up if you look at it too much. So best thing to do is just not let it ramp up your anxiety. You got to put the fucking thing down and you got to be like, I got to do something else. I got to think differently because this is really messing me up. And that's all from personal experience. That's all from having those exact situations. Um, and you can't let it get to you, man. It's just a really, really toxic thing. And I'm sure maybe you felt that before. I'm sure maybe you've gotten some very strong emotional reaction to what you've seen on social media, whether it's what your friends are doing or what someone else is doing. It just it's so it's so intriguing to me, just the effects of it on people and how if you're aware of it, you can really see it work on yourself. It's like the fucking spell, dude. You're casting it and it's working.
Yeah, obviously I've had that before. That
Yeah.
problem.
And it makes you feel like shit, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, it was bad in like before I went to school, like during quarantine.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously, right? Because we're all inside. We're
Yeah,
all,
but
you know, we're all fiending for some sort of social interaction. And when you see that with someone else doing it and you're not there, you're not included, you think they hate you, or maybe a little less dramatic than that. But
well, yeah, sometimes it is that dramatic
yeah,
and it's stupid, but yeah.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of better now, but you probably say that you are better now. Better now.
Oh,
You probably
Posty,
say that you would not have
Posty.
not. Oh my god.
Well,
Every
also,
time I say better now, I fucking think of that song and it's the worst thing ever.
I
But
don't think it. out of a song.
I know, but the fact that I think of that Post Malone song every time I say the words "better now" is a problem.
That just shows you it worked, right?
Fuck, dude.
It worked.
It's
The
in my head.
the music industry got in your head.
In my head. In my head.
Oh, stop. So fucking sorry.
I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay, what? I thought you
I
were
don't
gonna
know.
I thought you were gonna build off of this. I could keep going. Like I could go forever on
I
talking about.
mean, sometimes I just like being ignorant.
I listen, blissful ignorance, it's fine, but once you know, you can't unknow. So
Okay, well,
saying
maybe I
so
don't want to
saying
know.
no, but saying I like being in blissful ignorance implies that you know that there's another side to that ignorance, and therefore you can't be ignorant.
Okay, I
Eh,
guess, yeah.
yeah,
But I never
right?
think about it. But I never think about it.
But you do. If you're saying you
I
never think
don't.
about it, you do.
I don't think about it until you just brought it up.
Well, now you can't be ignorant.
Well, I can be ignorant because I'll just forget.
I could forget. If you could
Yeah,
forget what
well, you watched the
no.
documentary.
Well, no, not for those. I think we all do, right? Um, you especially.
What about me?
You especially wish you could turn back the dial and just be like, ah, I wish I didn't know that. I wish I could just stay in my bag.
So you think I'm a bad person? Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think you're a wonderful guy, but you know,
Oh, don't talk to me.
I could give you a lot of compliments, man.
Like what?
Uh, I could give you so many.
You could, but it doesn't sound like you
Well,
want
do you
to.
want me to? Or I could keep talking about the implications of technology on our psyche, and I can go forever. It's whatever you want me to do. I don't have to dwell on anything.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm in charge here. I really
You're in charge. Okay.
listen.
I'm listening.
I really like your taste in music. You got some great taste. I think
Wow.
I think having a good palette like that really opens you up to new things. It shows that you're very willing to, try new things, even though you said you don't like change. So that absolutely doesn't line up. uh, you have very good knowledge of music. You got a very nice smile. You're
I'm
incredible.
better at not liking change.
Yeah, you've gotten better at not liking me too. Um, you just got
I
such
have
a
a
way.
nice smile. That's nice.
Yeah, you got such a way with maintaining your friendships and letting people know that they mean a lot to you, and
I've never
that
let you know
that should not go unnoticed. That should not go unnoticed in this day and age, dude. You need kindness. People need to be nicer to each other. For real. I was on my jog this morning, dude. Like 3 people said good morning to me. I was like, nobody says good morning. Nobody says good morning except Mr. West,
that.
right?
Mr. What?
Mr. West.
Uh, yeah,
You gotta
I've
be
literally
nicer.
never said good morning to you.
Yeah, well, because I've never seen you in the morning.
True, true, that's true. Oh
Dude.
man. Wow, that's a lot of compliments. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It was only like 3, but whatever.
Yeah, it was taste in music, smile,
I really
and
had to.
being nice.
I really had to reach for those. Just,
Yeah, you were really racking your brain.
I was flipping through the
Except for the
pages,
fact
dude.
that you were firing them off. Right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're literally lying to me. And
I
you
was
had
fire.
those.
I fire off a lot of things. I'm in charge here, so
Oh my god, you're in charge here. I forgot
I am
that
so
you're in charge
unbearable.
here.
I'm so unbearable.
That's not true.
Jeez.
I have a good way of keeping my friends, and you're not one of them.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that. I thought my sobriety would have changed things, but clearly not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, how's it going?
I feel great.
Uh,
I feel great.
since November 1st.
October 31st, maybe a little sooner than
Okay,
that.
okay.
Maybe like let's say like the 28th.
That's good.
Dude,
Good, man.
yeah, it's something I could go in depth about because I'm not really afraid to speak it, not afraid to talk my mind.
Yeah,
Um,
because you're just a blabbermouth.
and that's yeah, of course, you got to be a blabbermouth on these types. Um, but
A
it's
mad
you know,
mousel.
I only do it when someone's listening. I only do it when
Okay,
I
I'm listening.
listen, man.
I'm
It's
listening.
so I definitely was, um, I definitely was addicted for a little bit. I definitely had a thing in my brain that said you got to do this, and it took a lot of determination to stop. I went back into it, and then I stopped again, and here we are. It feels a lot better to not be doing it than doing it at this
Yeah.
point. And you'll still think about it. You'll still be like, "This is in the back of my mind. This is something that I feel. Um, it's something I feel that I would like to do, but you don't act on it." Self control for me has been really big. Just ever since I got back from school, because in school I indulged in just everything. Um, in hopes that it would make me, feel better about what the fuck was happening, and how the fuck school was run. Because I'll look at it this way, man. That's all we know college as. That the way that it was this first fall 2020 semester, that's our college. That's what we know it as, and it'll probably be like that for a long time. So knowing it that way, I just looked for shortcuts. I just looked for things to make it a lot better. And I was just really uncomfortable there. And I knew that I wasn't alone. A lot of people felt the same way. It was a very it was just a really oppressive environment because you're not only mandated and you're not only guided through university, um, under just the system that they have in place pre-COVID, not including any sort of pandemic going on. It's just the way that university is. It's kind of oppressive to new people. It feels like a very strange environment that you're not used to. But also, um, what the fuck is that word? Tangentially, is that a word? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Coinciding with that, you also have the fact that we're in a pandemic, and I went, and you and I and a lot of other people that we know, most people that we know, went to campus during this, and I think you can agree it was pretty oppressive. Not gonna say like I was a victim because I guess we were all victims, but I'm just saying it was a tough environment to really feel comfortable in at all. And hey, people made it through. A lot of people I knew, they're like, dude, I loved it. I had a lot of great times. That's good for you. Make the most of it. But
Yeah, it was like I couldn't see anyone, but at the same time, I couldn't feel like I could be alone. It was the
exactly,
worst.
exactly. You could be alone in your dorm for 12, 12 hours a day and like just, you're a drone, you're doing your work. You're just stuck inside your head all day. And it kind of sucks. And especially, dude, I was quarantined twice. Um, I was quarantined at the end of the semester when I was coming home, which wasn't even, which was like the significantly like worse one, or significantly less worse. Sorry, it was only a few days, but I was quarantined before that, and I got COVID, and I had all this shit happen to me, and it was just kind of tough. So my heart goes out to everyone that sort of felt that way, and had just a really shitty first time. You know, we're all dealt different
Yeah.
hands. We're all dealt different circumstances, but university in general has just got to change, dude. And it was not ready for this in the slightest. I'm
No,
just gonna end
they
it there.
should have done. I feel like they should have just got rid of finals as a thing, at least this semester.
Of course, just
It's
not
just too
not
much.
really worth it. Yeah.
I am happy though. I have two finals left for the next 2 days, and then I'm done. So
Well, there you go, Drew.
yeah, I'm so like ready for a break. Um, Even though it hasn't been too hard the past 2 weeks since I've been doing schoolwork at home, I haven't had too much. But it's just I need none of it, and I can't believe that Christmas is in 9 days.
No, for one thing I'll say about that, dude, the work wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's the one thing I was striving in. Or, yeah, striving, right? I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
I agree with that.
It wasn't as bad as I thought. And
But
also,
we are isolated cases. There are definitely
oh no, for sure, for
tons of
sure.
people with tons of
Yeah,
work. It just depends on the teacher, like, and how they understand what we're going through. Which is
that's completely subjective too, dude. Any professor could be any type of way, and he or she will not give a fuck, or they will. But I think most are pretty understanding because they're going through a lot of shit too. And we kind of forget a lot that our educators, people that teach us, are people too. I thought the teachers just lived at the school when I was a kid, man, but they got homes, they got families, they got people they got to look out for. Um, we gotta be understanding of that. And yes, it's already the end of 2020, pretty much. What a fucking ride, right?
it's
What a
one
ride.
word for it, I guess.
We're gonna look back on this in like however many years, a while. Let's just say a while. We're gonna be like, that was fucking crazy. Because it was. Think of everything that happened. You know, there's gonna be one of those fucking meme calendars at the end of the year where it's like, this is the worst thing to happen every month, and you're not gonna be able to fit it all. You're not gonna be able to fit it all. There's so much shit that happened in every single month. You had the fires burning down Australia. You had the pandemic. You had a race war. You had what else did we have? We had a new presidential election. Crazy.
Changes by Justin Bieber came out.
Yes, yummy as well. God,
Yummy.
holy fuck.
Yep.
I'm getting heated. I think we might end it here.
Well, I'm proud of you for
Don't
staying
say
sober.
anything to me. Don't say anything. Thank you. Actually, that
What?
means a lot. That means a lot when you say it, that thing. But okay, thank you.
What did you think I was gonna say? I'm proud of
No,
you
we're
for being such a big
we're
asshole.
just we're just gonna end the podcast. I'll talk to you after hours, but that's gonna be
I'm
for now.
literally never talking to you after this.
Okay,
This is
appreciate
our
it.
last encounter.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
it was nice knowing you.
Yeah. Of course. Same to you, buddy. Not.
Yeah, like I'm literally lying to you.
Yeah.
Like
I hate
that's not nice.
you so much. You're such a dick. You're actually such a dick. Like, it's not even funny, dude.
All right.
Yeah, Craig, finish the recording.
Yeah, Craig, fucking end it. God.
Hey guys.